Hey guys, welcome back to Road River Living. So tonight, me and the boys decided to go hunting. A group of hogs came out. And I was trying to get my phone, and then I had two boys yelling at me about shooting the hogs. Let me backtrack. Mike's been wanting a spotted hog. And so...
Have you been wanting a spotted hog?
We got a spotted hog. He's got spots on it. I
So-
see two spots anyway.
So... looking through the scope, I was trying to find a spotted hog. So we shot this sow. So we're gonna get this loaded up, go back to Mike's shop. Last year, me and Keely bought Mike a scale, so we're actually gonna weigh it just to see what we have here and put it in the ice chest.
Thank y'all.
Y'all just needed the CrossFitter.
Well, it took me begging.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, guys, one of the things, we've shot some video on some hogs in the past for y'all, but the one thing I haven't been able to do is be able to tell you what the basically live weight was and then processing weight when we got done. But last Christmas, the kids bought me a scale, and this is going to be our first chance to use that. So what I'm going to do is get some cuts right here, get some string attached, and then we're going to attach it over here to our single tree and get it up in the air with our scale and get an idea of just what it weighs here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this a little bit so that we don't have to do this after it's in the air. I don't want to have to cut around these tendons and all, so I'm going to go ahead and make this happen right now.
Oh.
192.
That's it?
That's it. No wonder we couldn't get it in the truck. I can't pick up that much weight. This needs to start folding this to the back. Well, guys, we got the pig hanging right here, and our plan right now is we're just going to get it skinned out tonight, get the guts out of it. We're getting super cold tonight. We're about freezing out here. The wind would blow out of the north tonight, and the north is the wind that blows at the shop right here. So, but we're going to let this sow hang tonight after we get the skin off of it. So we're just trying to get it skinned right now, and then once we get it skinned, then we're going to get it cleaned out on the inside. And one of the things I want to point out to people is just look at the amount of fat that is on this wild pig. And I'm going to try to leave a lot of it on it right now. This is one of the things I really was wanting to be able to do, is be able to show y'all how we process them. And in the sense, I keep telling people that talk about deer meat and everything, that these pigs eat a whole lot better than those deer do. And I ain't got a bunch of people convinced yet, but that's my goal, is to convince people, just if you take care of them and butcher them right, the wild pigs are really good to eat. We're using our old buck knives, basically the 101, and as you can tell, if you can zoom in right here.
It's a 10.
Hey, my daughter just stood right here, made her daddy look like an idiot. Instead of a 101, it's a 110. It's just 9 numbers difference.
Y'all both have one.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this knife, now we got past all that. This knife came from my daddy. My daddy used to get these as safety awards. And as you can tell, this says Arkansas Power and Light on it. And I don't know how old that's got to be, but Arkansas Power and Light went away and became Energy at some point. But anyway, it was a hand-me-down from my dad. And to this day, you still can't hardly tell that it's been used. But anyway, hey guys, if you want a good hunting knife, just all around good knife, and not break the bank or anything, and a knife that's made, here, it's a good story to go and read about the buck people if you ever get a chance. But they hold an edge really well, and it doesn't take a genius to keep them sharp. And you can kind of tell, look at all the fat that's on this pig right now. And once the weight starts getting down on it, I'm not even having to pull. The pig is basically the weight of the hides pulling the hide off of it. Let's turn around, catch up on this side a little bit. Kind of hold him that way, Jared, so I can cut right here. The good part about killing them right here at the house is it's cold out here, but the pig is still warm enough to, you want to hope to keep your hands on it, basically. We guys got the saws off from Harbor Freight out here, and make this job a little bit easier, we're going to use the sawzall to cut this head off. Well, guys, as you can tell, we've got the hog is skin out, got the inside cleaned out real good. As you can tell, Jared made a real good shot it in the head, so nothing is messed up on the hog itself. And temperature is, we're getting down almost 30 degrees tonight. So what we're going to do tonight is wrap this up right here and just let it hang the rest of the night. And I think Jared's going to deer hunt maybe in the morning, and after he gets done deer hunting, we'll come up here, finish processing this, get this basically off the bone and into the nice chest. I mean, you can just tell there's quite a bit of fat on it. Well, guys, it's the next morning. It's been hanging all night. It's chilled down really good. We got down about 30 degrees last night. It's starting to warm up a little bit, so I say warm up a little bit, it's still cold out here. We're going to start processing this and getting it everywhere into the ice chest. Guys, this is the one thing that people don't really do or don't have the opportunity to do. We're going to cut this off and put it in the ice chest, and every day I'm going to go in and drain the water off of this. So we'll keep it iced and just let it sit there for 2 weeks. What I do want y'all to pick up on is I want you to look how much fat is on this sow. I mean, she had a lot of fat on her, really healthy. So here I've gone in, I've taken off this left tender. This is your tenderloin. This is the inside loin, which is the, hey, this is the filet mignon right here. This is the tender. This is as tender as it gets. The one thing I'd tell y'all to be cautious of, we're actually have saved some of this fat out of the inside, and I'm actually going to, I'm going to attempt to cook it down. I'm going to see how it turns out. This is supposed to be that really white, make that really pretty lard, and that's inside fat. I believe from what I've read is what they used to bake with. This was the bacon lard. So I've taken that fat, thrown it in a bucket here, and top it off the side. But now you can see where this loin is out, and I'm fixing to come in here and start taking this loin off this side. And you're just following that inside of that bone right there. And then once you do that, you can just kind of, it just starts tearing out then. It's pretty easy to get to. The thing to remember is just how far up in here that it actually runs. It runs up into that hip a little bit. So I'm going to try to come on up here before I cut it out. And there it is. There's that inside loin. You can kind of see the fat that's on this. I done told Jared several times that the fat on it's just unreal. But we're going to save these. We'll probably go ahead and probably cook these. We won't let these set. We'll probably go ahead and fix these up and cook these later today. We're just going to lay them in there. We'll just keep, as we lay meat in there, we'll keep them up to the top. Right now I'm on the back side here, guys, and we have taken the back strap out of the left side of the pig, and now I'm over here taking the right side out of it. And this is just, hey, you just gotta kind of get your hands in here and kind of feel for where your bones are. And I mean, I ain't no butcher, so you just kind of get a feel for it after a while. And you can almost, it's really not, if I pull some more of this fat off, you'd see there's a line right here, right up through here for where the outside of this tender is. Yeah, I'm having to get on my tiptoes. Here you go. Okay. Catch up to you. All right. All right, here, come this way. So let me come down the side. We basically cut that all the way down into the top side of that neck right there. Whew, man, that thing is cold.
Thor, you just refuse to look at the camera.
And we'll just clean all this up later and see what meat we can get out of it. We'll probably end up grinding most of this. This is off the front side of those ribs. So what we're about to do now is I'm going to cut these ribs. I'm not going to cut them way back up here at the back. I'm going to cut them where my meat's at. And we'll put these ribs on the grill and we'll grill the ribs. And that might be another one of those things that don't set. That might be one of the things we cook today just to have something to piddle with as far as eating goes. But the back straps here, we'll probably let those set. This is the neck. We'll end up cutting this meat off with the neck right here. And a deer, my mom always liked the neck meat, and she always called it short meat. And I don't know if that's the proper term for it or not. I keep smelling it just to make sure it don't have carry a smell to it. We hit one of those glands earlier, and I don't know how to tell y'all where all the glands are, other than I just find them when we're cutting into the meat. But the glands, you've got to get the glands out of it. There was a lot of those little bitty glands were up here in the top side. There was a lot of little glands right here, about where the kidneys were at. There were some glands around in here, and I probably should have pointed them out. But on this outside, right here was two big glands that are probably right here in about the hip area. You want to be sure and get those glands out of it. Where am I attaching this to? There and up. So I went ahead and pre-cut this bottom, so this should fall right in your hands this time.
Okay.
It's pretty solid ribs. You want me to go ahead and just, we'll just take the meat off the neck right now. We won't keep the neck bone.
I don't want to keep the neck bone. All right.
All we're doing right here is we're just going to go ahead and cut this meat off the neck bone. You can see where Jared shot it at right here, and we're just going to cut around that. We're not going to throw that part of that in the ice chest at all. Then we're going to keep that off. Kind of go back to your left a little bit, Jared. I think that's where you need to get. But as you can tell, this way I don't have any bullet damage on this piece of meat right here. Anywhere that bullet hit, you can just tell where he hit it. It really busted it up good. So that's not worth fooling with at all. So guys, what I'm going to do is you don't want to cut too close to this, but the way that I ran these strings on it, it's not on the tendon. This is your back tendon right here. You can see it, Jared's hand really good. See that tendon? If we had run our single tree underneath there, you'd want to be careful of that tendon releasing. I cut into between the bone and the tendon, ran my strings in there, so now it really shouldn't matter where I cut this at, so I shouldn't be wasting much of this at all. As you can tell, I'm up here real tall in it. And guys, what we're doing now is we're removing it from the bone. So I'm just, hey, this is just going to be kind of trial and error right in here for me to figure out where that bone is exactly and to run down it. And here I just cut back up to where I was at. And all I'm doing is just trying to get this off the bone at this moment. Look right here. You can see here's the pig leg, and then here's that bone right now. And what I've done, I've just taken my knife.
Trying it a little bit.
All right. Can you see that? Here's the leg just coming straight down. And I've just taken my knife and gotten back in here to that. And we'll go ahead and debone these hams at this point. We're not, at this point, I've never considered actually trying to, preserve a ham. I do believe this might have been a really good hog to have tried that on, but I haven't read up on that enough to know exactly what to do there. So at this point of the processing, all we're going to do is just cut this off the bone. Then you can make steak meat out of it if you want to, or if you want to just grind it up. The kids are talking about maybe us trying some summer sausage, but somebody's going to have to do some reading up before we start making some summer sausage. But there's different ways to make it summer sausage where you don't have to be so critical on your preservatives. Okay, you're about there.
I got it.
Well, guys, we got it in the ice chest, and we've got our ice right here. We're going to go ahead and finish icing this down. Like I said, I think these two tenders, Jared and I went ahead and decided that we're going to go ahead and get these cleaned up, probably get them marinated, and we're going to get the pit boss out and get it fired up, and we're going to cook these, have these to eat today. Well, guys, as always, we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all just keep following us along here. About 2 weeks from now, we'll grind this up. And as always, guys, we'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.
Is that cold?